Welcome back, everyone. Today we're doing a deep dive into something really catching on, running those big language models, like Llama and Mistral, but doing it locally, right on your own machine, off the cloud.
That's right. Think of this as, well, a shortcut. We're looking at the two main players here, Ollama and LM Studio. Kind of Batman versus Superman of local AI, if you like.
I like that.
We want to help you figure out which one fits what you need. Are you prototyping something fast? Or are you building out maybe more complex scripts?
And the core reason people are doing this, let's be clear, is privacy, keeping your data locked down.
Exactly. No cloud snooping. It stays on your hardware. Tighter than Fort Knox, like you said before we started rolling.
Okay, good. So let's get into it. Ollama first. Our sources, they paint this picture of it being, well, the coder's tool. It's free, open source, all command line.
Yeah, it's definitely got that reputation. And honestly, it's incredibly fast to get going with if you're comfortable in the terminal. Under the hood, it uses llama.cpp.
Okay, so that means it's pretty light on resources.
Very much so. It sips system resources, which is fantastic. That's why it's great for developers who want, real control, for scripting automations, building custom bots.
Or even running AI on tiny devices.
Exactly, like a Raspberry Pi. It's really optimized for that kind of efficiency and control.
But there's the catch, right? The command line.
Yeah.
If you're not already living in the terminal.
Yeah, it's a barrier. No native GUI means you'll be Googling terms. Things like quantization, context windows.
Yeah.
It's not immediately intuitive.
So probably best suited for Linux and Mac users who are already kind of used to that environment.
Generally, yes. Windows support is there, but often leans more on the CPU, which can be, well, slow.
Okay, that brings us neatly to LM Studio. This is the one that looks, slicker. The cool kid with the GUI, as some put it.
Definitely. It's designed to be newbie-friendly. You open it up, there's an app store inside the app for models. Browse, click, download.
And adjusting settings is visual, too, like sliders.
Exactly. Sliders for things like temperature, how much memory, the context size it uses. It feels much more like a standard desktop application. It's very accessible.
So plug and play, really. Great for just trying things out, maybe.
Absolutely. It's a dream for casual users, or if you just want to prototype an idea really quickly without messing with config files.
But let's talk performance, especially for Windows users. You mentioned Ollama on Windows can be slow, CPU-bound. LM Studio handles GPUs better, even like integrated ones.
That's a huge advantage for LM Studio. It has much broader, easier support for GPU acceleration across the board. Windows, Mac. It even supports Intel integrated graphics pretty well.
Oh, wow.
And MLX acceleration on the newer Apple Silicon Macs. So for many people, especially on Windows, LM Studio will feel faster out of the box because it can actually use the graphics chip you already have.
So even if you don't have a fancy gaming graphics card, LM Studio might give you a speed boost that Ollama, on Windows at least, might struggle with.
That's often the case, yes. It makes GPU power much more accessible, which can be the difference between waiting ages for a response and getting it pretty quickly.
Okay, but LM Studio isn't perfect either, right? There are trade-offs. It's not fully open source, for one.
Correct. That's a big deal for some people. The core is closed source. And while it does have a command line option for scripting,
it's not as smooth.
It often feels a bit tacked on.
Yeah.
Less elegant, maybe. Compared to Ollama, which is built from the ground up for terminal interaction and scripting, for really complex production-type automation, Ollama usually feels more robust.
So it kind of boils down to this. Ollama is the king if you're a developer. You want raw speed, tight control, maybe you're deploying something lightweight.
Precisely. Speed, control, open source, low resource use. That's Ollama's territory.
And LM Studio is more for getting started easily, quick experiments, maximum compatibility across different computers, especially if you want that easier GPU access.
You got it. Ease of use, fast prototyping, broad hardware support. That's LM Studio's strength. And crucially, both keep your data private, right on your machine.
Which is the whole point for many people. So whether you end up using both for different things or you pick a favorite, these tools really unlock local AI innovation for, well, potentially everyone.
But it does leave you with an interesting thought. Both of these tools, Ollama and LM Studio, they actually mimic the OpenAI API for integration. Makes it easier to switch your code over.
Right. So if the main goal, privacy, is met by both, and they both offer a familiar way to plug into apps,
Then what's the ultimate deciding factor for you? Is it that deep development flexibility in the open source philosophy you get with Ollama? Or is it the sheer ease of use and maybe broader hardware optimization you get with LM Studio, even though it's closed source?
Flexibility versus convenience, perhaps. Openness versus polish.
Exactly. It really pushes you to think about what matters more in your specific situation, beyond just the privacy checkbox, something to mull over.